Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Marvel Studios has released the official trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. In this video, I'm going to break down the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania official trailer frame by frame and explain to you guys the details. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll get notified if there's a new video released. Now let's get into it. In the beginning of the trailer, we can see Scott Lang, who is living his great life. The public reckons him as an Avenger thanks to his contribution to help fight Thanos in the Battle of Earth in Avengers Endgame. He even wonders how he is an Avenger, even though he used to be a convict. And then Scott is also back to work at Baskin-Robbins long after being fired in the first Ant-Man movie. Hilariously, he is inaugurated as Employee of the Century, and that's definitely because of his involvement with the Avengers. This just really shows how popular Ant-Man is. The kid that Scott greets even has an Ant-Man backpack. He even can't believe that he just met Scott Lang. Then we can see Scott, along with Hope, walking on a red carpet. They are attending an event, which is the Humanitarian Global Service Award. Scott probably got nominated for the award because of his service in saving the world as a superhero. Later on, the owner of a cafe named Bridge Donuts thanks Scott for visiting the cafe and calls him Spider-Man instead of Ant-Man. Next, in the Pym residence, Scott's daughter, Cassie, shows him, Hank, Janet, and Hope her invention. Cassie creates some sort of signal transmitter to the quantum realm, which she thinks can help a lot of people. Janet then warns Cassie to turn it off because Janet knows the danger that lies within it. Soon after that, a core starts to emerge and it's too late. The core releases a huge amount of energy and starts to suck everything around it. Eventually, Scott and the others are sucked into the quantum realm. Next, we can see Scott in his Ant-Man suit and Cassie stranded in the quantum realm. Cassie asks where she and Scott are. They then go for a walk, hoping to find the others and a way out. Afterwards, they're encountered by a group of warriors. Those warriors are probably Kang's army that will try to bring Scott and Cassie to Kang. And then we can see Hope in her Wasp suit sprawled somewhere in the quantum realm. She is stranded along with her parents, Hank and Janet. Here, we can see a glimpse of a part of the quantum realm resembling a coral reef. Janet then refers to the quantum realm as a secret universe beneath theirs. After that, the three of them ride a stingray-like creature from the quantum realm. Next, we can see Hope, whose Wasp suit is now yellow. This is different from the previous movies where Wasp's suit color is silver. With that, Wasp's costume now becomes accurate to the comics. In this scene, Hope asks Janet what she is afraid of. Janet says that there's something she never told everyone. She even veils herself, showing that she really is afraid of something. What is the secret that Janet has been hiding? Well, actually, this has something to do with a later part of the trailer, so I'm going to explain it later. Now continue to the next scene, we can see the appearance of Kang the Conqueror and a city equipped with armies and advanced technology. Kang the Conqueror himself is a time traveler from the 31st century. His real name is Nathaniel Richards. He is one of many variants of himself whose goal is to conquer the multiverse. One of the other variants that we have seen before is He Who Remains, who appeared in Loki. The death of He Who Remains is the one that caused the emergence of Kang the Conqueror. The Kang that we see now is a different person from He Who Remains. It's been said that he is the warrior version of Kang, who has developed every type of combat skill. Therefore, he will be a formidable foe for Ant-Man to face. And then Kang says, "This place, it isn't what you think. The city right there is Chronopolis." It seems that the origin of Chronopolis in the MCU is different from the one in the comics, where in the comics, Chronopolis is located in the timeless dimension called Limbo. Meanwhile, in the MCU, it is located in the Quantum Realm. Actually, the city once appeared as an Easter egg in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, here's the clearer picture of the city. Chronopolis is a time fortress that Kang built with a view to help his attempt of conquest. It has access to every time period there is. Then, in this scene, Kang is inserting a ball-shaped component into the capsule. That component might be the Forever Crystal, also called the Heart of Forever. The Forever Crystal has the power to control many timelines and realities within the multiverse. With this crystal, Kang can use Chronopolis to carry out his plans to conquer the multiverse. And also, there's an interesting detail in this scene if you pay close attention. Take a look here. The design of this technology has a similarity to the design of Shang-Chi's 10 rings and Kamala's bangle. This further proves that the 10 rings and Kamala's bangle might belong to Kang the Conqueror. This also answers some questions such as why Kamala is able to travel to the past in her series, because her bangle might be a technology from a century later. And then in the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings, where are the rings sending a signal to? Perhaps the 10 rings are sending a signal to Kang's base, Chronopolis. This could eventually lead to the conflict of Avengers the Kang Dynasty, which is coming in a few years. With that, the 10 rings and Kamala's bangle will have a pivotal role in the multiverse saga. In the next scene, Janet, Hope, and Hank go to a bar where there are many alien creatures. In there, they meet with a mysterious character who is played by Bill Murray. The question is, who does Bill Murray play in this movie? It's been rumored that Bill Murray's character in this movie is Kryler, who is actually less known. In the comics, he first and last appeared in Incredible Hulk issue 156 in July 1972. Kryler lives on a planet named Kai, which is in the subatomic realm, where in the comics is called the Microverse. Kryler works as an administrator of assassins on an isle called Pilpawob. In that issue, Kryler cooperates with Pfeiffer, and in the deal, Kryler is assigned to use a powerful weapon against the Hulk. In the middle of the process, he turns the weapon off because he is afraid of what the Hulk can do. He is eventually killed because of being considered as a traitor. In this movie, it seems that Kryler's appearance is changed, in which he is not green like in the comics. This is the reason why Janet is very afraid to come. Back when Janet was trapped in the quantum realm, she probably worked for Kryler and later escaped. Bill Murray once said that the character that he is playing in this movie is a villain. Kryler might be working for Kang. However, it is possible that in the end, Kryler will turn good and he will help Janet and the others to get back. Next, we can see Ant-Man and the Wasp in giant form being surrounded by some aircrafts in Chronopolis. They seem to be attacking Chronopolis. And then there's Janet, who is probably summoning a quantum realm creature that looks vicious. After that, we can see Scott, who is battered after being beaten up by Kang maybe. Scott, Hope, Janet, and Hank, who are looking exhausted, enter a ship trying to escape and get home. Next, we can see Ant-Man, who seems to be an illusion made by Kang, where there are many clones of Ant-Man, and one giant clone gets turned into noodle-like strips, which is pretty similar to how Wanda kills Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Afterwards, there are Scott and Cassie, who are running away from some laser attacks. Those laser attacks could be an indication of the appearance of another villain, namely MODOK. It's been confirmed that MODOK will appear in this movie. It is reported that the character who will be MODOK in this movie is Yellow Jacket, who is the villain of the first Ant-Man movie. This makes MODOK in this movie a different incarnation from the comics. Next, we can see Kang the Conqueror standing on his hoverpad and showing his tremendous power. Kang looks so comic accurate here, with his purple and green armor and blue face. And then we can see Ant-Man, Wasp, and Cassie, who are standing face to face with Kang and MODOK maybe. Cassie wears a purple shrinking suit, which is accurate to the comics, where she is known as Stinger. Before Cassie is called Stinger, she adopted the codename Stature and had a different costume. When she was young, she always looked up to her father and dreamed to be a hero like him. Cassie often experimented with the Pym particles on herself without anyone knowing, causing her to develop the ability to grow and shrink. Thanks to her powers, she managed to be a member of the Young Avengers. Cassie's powers in this movie seems to be a little bit different, where the powers are completely from the suit, just like Ant-Man and the Wasp. In the end, we get a look at Kang the Conqueror. It is seen that Kang has scratches on his face, signifying that he is Warrior Kang, who is a tough personality. Kang says, "I can get you home and give you more time if you help me." So, what's it gonna be, Ant-Man? The question is, what help does Kang ask for? My theory, Kang could ask Scott to search for a technology in order to activate his time chair. The time chair is a device that can be used to travel through time and space. With the time chair, Kang can start conquering many timelines, knowing that Scott eventually won't help Kang that easy. Okay guys, so that's it from this video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you have questions, opinions, or theories, or find some details that I haven't found, you can write it in the comment section down below. This is Nexus Network channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.